Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of the Podsack Podcast. I'm Sheldon.
I'm
we
Andre.
got Andre.
And that was Patrick.
Patrick.
The director, as you saw.
Is like,
As you saw.
The artist formerly known as Patrick is now the director.
That was hilarious.
He likes to call himself. Coop's away again because girl keeps doing things on the weekend, and he seems to keep getting busy with that kind of stuff.
They have the travel bug. Hard.
I think she has the travel bug. He does not.
I
think he's done. I don't think he wants to travel anymore.
I say they, but it's her. Because there has been numerous times where he'll come here and he's like, I don't want to leave. But she keeps buying tickets.
He's like, I just want to be home.
Yeah. He's a homebody and she's like, no, you're not.
I feel like any other dude would be like, good trip time. But
yeah.
He's like,
yeah, because like they travel a lot, but every time they do and they come back, he's like,
you spent so much money.
We're leaving in like 3 months. I don't want to. So funny.
Oh, I mean, I can sort of understand it. What?
You swore in like the first like.
Oh, damn it! What was the time? Okay, well, just bleep that out.
I feel like you said that once a week. Just bleep it out. Just bleep it out, dog.
Oh, damn. But I lost what I was saying.
How just like him and Jane travel so much.
Oh, yeah. I don't blame him.
You were saying how like any other guy would love to.
Yeah, I don't blame him though, just because I'd have a point and a limit to how much traveling I would want to do.
Oh yeah.
Before I can just like chill at home.
Yeah.
Be local.
Yeah.
So.
Like I would get it if they were like, hey, next year let's have kids at XYZ. Let's just get it out now. Sorry. And just like travel our tits off.
Yeah.
But that's not really the case. And it's just a lot of her being like, let's go here. And then we'll go here. And then like, I swear to God,
Not that there's anything wrong with that, Jane. We love you.
No, yeah, you're okay.
But he's barely here.
We
need him
We
here.
miss him too.
Okay. He needs to be here.
But like, I bet she has like a map at home and she just throws darts and she's like, we're going here.
Yeah.
We're going here.
Or just spins the damn globe and stop.
Yeah, we're going to
Fiji now.
We're going to Tahiti. And he's like, okay, cool. Okay.
Oh, damn.
And then she goes, oh, wait, no, we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. But yeah, Coop, not here.
Nope.
Because of traveling reasons.
So is Anil.
Yeah. Anil's in India for like
Everyone's traveling.
an entire month.
Yeah.
Don't leave me. You guys stay
Please.
here.
Please.
Oh, damn. How was your week?
It was good.
Yeah?
It was good. What did I do that was like
Exciting.
Oh, trick-or-treating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It rained.
Oh,
It was lame.
that sucks.
Yeah.
You guys cut it early then?
A bit because like it got like progressively harder.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The kids had fun.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, dad tax and everything
Of course.
had to test the
How
can.
much candy did they get?
They got like bags full.
Bags?
Yeah.
Wow.
There was one house we went to handing out full king size bars.
There's always going to be one.
I was like, what?
There's always going to be one, and that's always dope.
I was like, man, that's crazy.
It's the one house that the kids look forward to. Then.
Yeah. When we went to my parents.
Did you take that one?
Huh?
Did you take that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When we went to my parents' house, it's hilarious because like before we got there, my mom was like, take one, and then like Miles pulled up and she's like just poured the bowl.
Jesus.
All the other kids are like, what?
That's not fair. You're supposed to share.
This one, Miles is like, I don't know if it's just my son or if kids are just like very honest and straight up. But we went to this one house. This lady puts what'd she put in his bag? Skittles. And he literally puts his head in the bag, looks at her, and goes, "I don't want Skittles." And I was like, "Oh my god, dude!" And she's like, "Oh, what would you like?" And he's like, so what do you have?" And I was like, "You're not bargaining on trick or treating, dude. There's no fucking way you're doing this." And she's like, "Well, I have Smarties," and he's like, "No, I'm good." And then she's like, "Do you want Starburst?" And he's like, "Okay, yeah, sure." And I was like, God.
Oh my God.
I was like, man, I hate this.
Kids
I was like, thank you, I'm so sorry. Dude, it's ruthless.
That's
ruthless.
funny,
How kids have zero filters, man. It was so funny how like if he didn't get something, he'd be like, "Can I change it?" And I'm just like, "No, Miles, you can't. Let's go, please." I felt so bad. Like there was this one house
That's
where
the kind of stuff y'all should be videotaping,
dude, it was
just so
so
you can show
fun.
them later in life.
There was this
Like,
one
this
house.
is what you used to be like as a child.
Yeah, like there was a one house where it was two kids. They opened the door and they're like trick or treat, blah blah blah, and then they put like a bag of chips in his bag, and he's walking away and he's like, "I don't want chips. I came here for candy. I don't like this. I don't want stupid chips." And I was like, "Oh, my dude,
He's gonna regret that later when he wants chips.
I was like,
and he didn't have
stop
that many chips.
just being that kid." It is so funny though, because he's in like a little blue costume. He's like, "I don't want chips." It's like, you're not very intimidating when you're wearing a blue.
bluey costume.
I'll show you a picture of after, but I'm like, you're not very intimidating.
There you go.
Like how mine is? Yeah, yeah.
There we go. How's that?
I think do that arm.
I don't know what he wants from me.
That undo that hinge.
How's that? Okay.
Perfect.
Should have tested this before we started recording. What I do.
Very Italian, but yeah. Trick or treating. I just again, he was very just like honest, and it was very hilarious. So what else? Other than that, yeah. I mean, like the week was kind of just like meh. The weather wasn't the best, so like other than that, it was just trick or treating. How was it here?
Out here?
Yeah.
Busy.
Yeah.
There's some bigger costumes. I saw some kids wearing like some crazy. Oh, look like they either spent a lot of money on it or they spent a
Really?
lot of time creating it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's some
Homemade
dope ones.
costumes are always like it.
Yeah, like there was like this dude who was in an alien costume, and then like a spaceship would cover him.
Oh, no
And then
way.
it would like, yeah,
That's so
it was
cool.
pretty tight. I was like, that's the best one so far.
Yeah.
I don't care what all you little kids wear. That's the best one so
You
far.
get a king size.
Yeah, straight
Yeah.
up. That's
You get the king size bar.
Yeah, like legitimately. Anyway,
Mhm.
but yeah, otherwise, just a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
The rain kind of died down a little bit, so I guess they were still coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Other than that, it was not bad.
Nice.
Good Halloween.
Was the cul-de-sac just like thriving?
For a little bit, and then
Yeah.
it died, and then it
Okay.
was just like clumps.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think I can't remember. I think I was talking to a customer at the store like a week ago, and we were just kind of chit-chatting. And he also has kids too, and we were just saying how like after COVID, just Halloween hasn't been the same.
Yeah,
It's just like the like
because there are people that are still afraid of like grouping up. And
yeah,
all
and like
sorts
as
of
cliche
craziness.
as it sounds, like the spirit of Halloween is just not it's not the same anymore.
Yeah, it's a little off.
Yeah,
It's a little off.
yeah, and then even when we
I'm sure.
went,
I'm sure it'll come back though. You know.
yeah, and like we went at 6:30, and we walked across the street to my parents' complex, and we were walking around, and for a bit there, it was like we didn't see anyone.
Yeah.
So we were like, are we too early? We were like, oh my God. And then we came around a corner and there was a bunch of people and we were like, okay, but it was just, yeah, like there's no one around. And I was like, is this really it now? Like, that's sad, man.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Times change, but I'm
Yeah.
sure things will come back
Oh, for
in,
sure, for
in
sure.
due time.
Yeah.
Stuff like that won't ever really die. So
No.
not too about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, that's it. You good with
Yeah.
you?
That's all she wrote.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Shall we get into some anime?
Sir.
Get into some anime. Dragonball Daima.
A lot of world building.
Yeah. They're getting into their adventures slowly. You know,
Yeah.
where we left off was with their plane being stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're like, okay, well, we have to travel by foot now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they take off. They try to fly. Flying's a little hard. Goku's not used to his body yet, and the air. They say the air, not the gravity. So it makes me wonder what.
Well, they explained that in their I think a couple episodes ago that like it's because can't remember the exact details, but I think it was Glorio that explained. I think it's just from the volcanic air, and it's very dense. And then
Okay.
plus
So
Goku,
it's nothing to do with the gravity. It's the air.
it's the air, yeah. And then
Yeah.
plus Goku's in a mini version of himself.
Yeah. Actually, that kind of makes sense now because when I questioned it today,
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, gravity," but then he probably thought about that. Like the dude trained in 500 times normal Earth gravity, so gravity
Yeah.
shouldn't be an issue.
You said
but
that, yeah.
the air being a different that could, yeah, So definitely be a
Because
different
if
thing.
it was the gravity, what you said would have made sense. Because I assume, would have been like, oh, I've trained in this gravity. It should be okay.
Yeah.
But I think it's because of the air. He's like, I'm not used to it because
Yeah.
he can fly, but it's very slow
Mhm.
and heavy to kind of
Mhm.
like go through. So
Right.
if it was the gravity, I'm sure it would be no problem.
Yeah.
But since it's the air, I don't think he's quite attuned to it just yet.
Yeah.
Plus, they haven't really flown a lot.
No.
Like themselves, they've
Yeah.
been in the plane. So I
Yeah.
think if they fly more, they'll get more attuned to it.
Yeah. Yeah, so they kind of start walking, flying over the dark sea. Some demon bat bald thing attacks
It
them.
sorry. It looked like a Final Fantasy
Monster. Yeah, you know what? It kind of did.
It was like
the flying eyeball things.
it was a giant eye
Yeah.
with tail and bat wings.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I've killed 1,000 of these
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, Glorio was like, I'll take care of this. And he just like
Hands.
Superman punched that dude.
Literally, yeah.
Just dropped him back.
Not only is he
Although,
a sharpshooter, though.
It's interesting because when it came from like the Sea of Darkness.
Yeah.
But they said whenever something goes in the Sea of Darkness, it's gone.
Well, maybe it pulled the old Bane and it was like, I was born in the darkness. Right?
Mm.
Maybe only like if, quote, demons and humans fall in, they'll like poof.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
That kind of makes
I
sense.
assume if it's a creature from the realm, it's okay, but I have no idea.
That's
right?
fair.
So,
Yeah. Maybe they'll explain it later.
yeah, but that was
That's
a
what I'm
good.
thinking.
It's just my guess, but that was a good,
Yeah.
a good thought. Like, well, how come that thing can do it?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they find themselves a little cafe thing, which was
It kind of looked like a little cafe.
yeah, it was adorable. It was
Yeah.
like shaped like a teapot with little smoke coming out of the nozzle area.
spout?
The spout. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Terms.
It was cute. I was
Yeah.
like, huh, this is
Yeah.
definitely
and
like,
the music made it very homey.
yeah.
Yeah.
The music in this show is really well done.
Yes.
Like every music makes a difference.
Music makes me
Honestly,
lose
I
control.
think music definitely sets it sets a tone
yeah.
for the show
well, that's like
or for any show for that matter.
yeah, like if I could draw a parallel, it's like when I'm like, well, not just me, but when anyone I guess is making videos or like YouTube things, picking specific music to the tone really emphasizes a lot of things.
100%.
Right? Like
yeah.
if you're making a video about, I don't know, let's say an exciting new product, you don't want a very melodic kind of neutral song. You want
Right.
a more like upbeat hype song, right?
Yes.
So like yeah, like when you can correlate a scene to music, it really ties it all together
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, the scene they were in, I guess I've been in this, and the music really helped make the cafe a very like
Almost like a homey place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like- and
you
it was-
want to go there and just
and-
hang out.
to boot. It was also maintained by like a little like mom and pop shop.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
100%
it was
was.
super cool.
Yeah. So they're just kind of chilling, eating.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, do you know where we can find a plane? And she's like, no, but talk to my husband. Husband comes out. He looks exactly like one of the dudes from Sandland, too.
Yeah, Patrick, you pointed out that this is very this episode specifically was very Sandlandy.
Mm-hmm. And like, I think it was like Beelzebub's like the right hand when they were traveling, like this old man demon. That's
Yeah.
what he kind of reminded me of.
Yeah,
And I like that character too. So, and in Dragon Ball Daima, he was just like this old man. Was like, what did he say? And then she kept yelling at him. I was
Yeah.
like,
he's like the old like deaf dude.
Yeah,
in every
yeah.
anime.
Do
Yeah.
you think that?
holy shit, are you talking?
Well,
my
okay,
God.
fine. I'll shut up then.
you did? Damn it!
Now,
Ask your question.
Do you think they'll show some like crossover? Maybe some Sandline characters.
Well, I feel like they kind of already did. What I probably want to hope to see is like Beelzebub pop up. That'd be kind of cool because Dabura is like an exact replica of the demon, well, Satan in Sandland, like exactly the same. And that old man that we saw in Daima today reminded me of the old man that Beelzebub takes with him to go find the water with this old police chief guy. So I gotta assume that a Beelzebub lookalike figure is gonna make an appearance at some point.
Mhm.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool to see.
Do you think, and this is a bit of a side tangent, do you think, well, pardon me, I know they will, but will you collect the pops of this?
Yes,
Yeah.
pops are statues, one of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
I assume they'll make like Goku, Glorio, and Supreme Kai pops.
Yeah, I probably won't get those. Maybe just the Goku.
But yeah.
Honestly,
But like,
yeah.
but I assume for like a first wave, they'll definitely like make the 3.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like he's like, I don't have a plane, but I have a flight seed or a seed or
I think I'm pretty sure it was
a flight seed. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
And he was like 8,000 whatever their money is, and he's like, oh,
I
that's
think
interesting.
it was 12,000.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like 3 people, 120 kilometers. It's like super expensive. Kind of just finesse him into bringing it down cheaper. And the old
Literally.
man was super desperate. He was like, "Yo, 5,000, I'll do it." And I was like, "Okay, you caved way too fast, man."
Oh way! Only folded like origami.
Yeah,
So
straight
fat.
up.
Yeah.
And so like they set it up, and then this like slingshot thing comes out. And I'm like, I was like, okay, maybe they'll just put the seed on there. Like I was
Yeah.
expecting a ball.
Before you continue, you missed, I think, one of the most important things is the new sensu bean.
The recovery bugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when Glorio is swindling with the old man here, Mini Goku and Mini Supreme Kai are looking at all these bugs. Or not bugs, but like they're like
Yeah, they were bugs.
they're like capsulated bugs or
Insects.
insects,
Yeah.
yeah. And the mom of the shop comes over and explains kind of what they are, and they're like recovery bugs, but they all do something different.
Yeah.
And the one Goku had, if you're hurt and you take it, you get your strength back, and you
Stamina and all
stamina.
that. Yep.
And he's like, "Oh, a sensu bean."
Yeah.
And she's like, "What?
What
And
is
he's-
that?
Yeah. And he's like. And then he explains this anyway, and then she's just explaining that there's a whole bunch of plethora of bugs for like burns, headaches, XYZ, and then the last bug is she's like, if 2 people eat one of these bugs, then the 2 halves come to make one person.
Fusion.
And I was like, holy shit, a fusion bug.
Yep.
So I need a mini fusion of someone. If I don't get that in the show's an instant L.
Yeah, that's fair. You know what? Actually, that kind of reminds me of the Switch game, Dragon Ball Superheroes
Okay.
or Superheroes
Mhm.
is called, and there's like mini versions of all of them, and you can fuse whatever characters you want together to make anything. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That's funny.
Like you can get put together like Goku and Broly, they make like Crowley, or I can't remember what the hell the name was.
That'd be
but it's something-
wild.
Yeah.
There was a Trunks. It was called Super Trunks.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. That's what it's kind of reminding me of,
Isn't
honestly.
Super Trunks just like a jacked version of Trunks?
No, it's Kid Trunks and Future Trunks.
Oh my god, they fuse?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a wild fusion.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
it's kind of neat. I got to go back to that game and make more fusions. It was fun.
Crazy. Well, yeah, so we get like a new, I guess, item for the Dragon Ball verse, and we get the bug. So I assume at some point
I was like, automatically, this entire series is gonna be a video game at some point.
It has
It's gonna
to
be
be.
a brand new Dragon Ball RPG that comes out.
Yeah. So at some point, I expect a mini fusion of someone, and I want it to be like when they fuse, it's a grandiose effect. There's lights and everything, but then when the fusion is shown, it's just like a tiny little version of someone, and they're like, "Yeah, I can do it."
Adorable.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Your cat is gonna knock this over."
I know he is. It's okay. Just shake it. I don't know what to do.
Mr. Broly.
Being an idiot.
Anyway, but yeah, back to that. The whole flight seat thing. I honestly thought that the ship that they would pour water on the seat and then it would like bloom into like
Kind of like a capsule corp thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's just they hop on it. The mom.
Yeah,
figure.
the stem thing is the seed
yeah.
of all things.
It was like a
And then they
giant
get
stem.
friggin' lost.
Yeah.
Just gone.
So it looked like this was like the bottom of the seed, and we had Glorio, Supreme Kai, and Goku, and this was like the end of the stem, and then they were on this slingshot thing,
Yep.
and then they just got sent.
They let her rip.
Yeah, literally got sent.
And like, so Supreme Kai's freaking out. Gloria's all serious, and Goku's just in the back of like laughing his freaking ass
Goku was
off.
laughing. He was like,
You know what the seed reminded me of in Dragon Ball when that guy threw that steel beam and then he was just riding it.
Oh, what was his name? General Tao.
Yeah.
Yeah. General Tao. You weren't expecting that, huh?
I was old.
Impressed. Did I just turn you on?
Are you impressed? Yeah, they get sent. They flew quite a distance, and then Supreme Kai is like, "Wait, so who's flying this? And Chloria's like, I'm not. And he's like, wait, so is it gonna fall? And he's like, yeah, hold on. And he's like, oh my god. And he freaks out.
They just start descending.
Yeah.
They do some crazy tornado shit and then just
Start
like jump
spinning,
off to the other side.
And then they hop off and just
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they end up finding another town.
Mhm.
And then, let's go get a drink. Goku uses Nyobo. And like, just to see where the town is, they go
Yeah.
there.
The lookout.
And then they come across like a gathering in town. And the secret police or the royal guard of the new Demon King is imposing new taxes on people. And people are freaking out. And they're like, we'll take 9 years of your life or jail time. Blah,
See,
blah, blah.
when they said we'll take parts or like years off your life, I thought they meant like put you in jail for that time.
Yeah.
I didn't know they literally were gonna do.
They're legitimately absorbing the life source, like their life energy from them.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Into this lava lamp.
Yeah.
And now we know how.
You know what? Now it makes sense though. In the beginning of that of the episode where he was like to the old Namekian guy,
Mhm.
he's like, "I'll give you another 1,000 years of life."
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
whoa.
Why? How these demons
Great connection.
live so long too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, and apparently as well, Deborah, they said he was way too lenient. So it makes you kind of think that maybe Deborah wasn't really a bad guy.
Maybe he just got.
He was taken over by Bobbity for sure.
Yeah.
And they confirmed that in the
Justice
first
for-
episode. But it makes everything so far,
Mhm.
just from the little tidbits about what they've mentioned with King Deborah,
Yeah.
he doesn't seem like a bad dude.
Justice for King Deborah.
Yeah.
Justice for
Justice for King Deborah.
King Deborah. Yeah. But yeah, they if people don't pay, so it was 3 coin. If you don't pay a coin, it's a year. If you don't pay 3, I believe it's 3
9 years.
Sorry, it's 1 coin for 3 years. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't pay 1 coin, it's 3 years. If you don't pay 9 coins, it's 3 coins, it's 9 years. And then if you try to run, it's 10 years.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they absorb your life into this like legit looking lava lamp thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, now I know what lava lamps are made
That's
of.
going to be merch. Just you watch.
Oh, homie, I need one.
Yeah.
And it has to be blue.
Yeah. And then they introduced us to a brand new character. He really likes his superhero in masks. Like,
Mhm.
yeah. And they throw a goddamn wasabi bomb and it just like deflates, doesn't do crap. So
Yeah.
she runs
Yeah.
and they corner her.
Mhm.
And just as about their.
She has a taser.
Yeah.
First of all, it's wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. And then just as they're about to attack her, like Goku steps in and uses Nyobo to like swipe everybody and starts kicking ass with it
Yeah.
and doing martial arts. It was sick.
Power pull Goku needs to be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Homie is elite with that power pull.
I agree, man. Like, even as adult Goku, it'd be kind of cool to see.
You said that, Pat, where you were like, why doesn't he use this as an adult? Like he would whoop ass if he had that pull as an adult.
Yeah, 100%.
His reach would be so much better.
Well, there was like, I think there was like a movie or two, and an early end of like Dragon Ball maybe, where he was using it still.
Oh, interesting.
And then once they got to Z, it was just kind of abandoned.
Well, it wasn't abandoned. It was at Roshi's
Roshi's
house for
house,
laundry.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, no, but it was cool. They
Yeah.
kicked their ass and then they ran away. And the masked person reveals herself to be a little girl.
And that's how it ends.
And that's how it ends.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I like this episode.
What's your takeaway?
I like it.
Yeah?
I still like it. I know I'm being biased probably, but I think it's a fun show so far. And we're getting more into a little bit of the fight sequences. We're gonna get a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna calm down, and then we're gonna
Yeah.
get the fight sequences.
Mini
again.
Goku is just a character.
I like him.
Mini
He's adorable.
Mini Goku.
He's adorable, man. He's fun. He's fun. I get it with Goku as a kid,
Yeah.
and then him growing up to be more of an adult, to be a little bit more serious, I think would have been better for him.
Yeah.
But he hit his character growth in Z.
Mini Goku literally reminds me of that kid that is like out with their parents, and if they have a question, they're like, "Excuse me, excuse me."
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
So impulsive, just
Yeah.
goes everywhere, doesn't care.
Here's- A question. I haven't actually watched the first
I was
episode.
talking, but that's okay.
Did they rewind? Like, did they just get shrunk down? Or is it-
They wished for them to be kids.
Oh.
Anyone that basically, so Goma wished anyone that basically helped. Was it helped Goku?
Goku, his friends and family that helped in the Boo fight
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
to be turned as kids.
but they still have their conscious, but their bodies are just so like when Goten and Trunks Kid
They went
Trunks.
back to being babies.
Baby, but like they knew, they were like, hey,
Yeah.
why are we babies? Like they still knew what was happening.
Yeah.
So it's just everyone's conscious is still the same. It's just their bodies are just shrunk down.
Yeah.
So like Bulma's still smart as shit, but like she's just in a small
kid.
Yeah.
So why is Goku acting like a kid again?
Well, this is where it comes to. I'm gonna come to this right now. So by the end of Z, Goku's already hit his character growth. Like he can't really do anymore.
Mhm.
And in Super, it was just like it felt like he just got too strong. There's no need for him to really be like the man of justice really anymore, or like there wasn't really bad guys. It was just fun fights for him.
Yeah.
So his mentality of being, what did you ask again? Like,
Why did he if his consciousness is still there, why is he
Like why are his mannerisms still
'Cause
like a kid?
he just a dude that likes to have fun and fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he finds a lot of these things exciting beforehand,
Mhm.
but now that he like no one, there's people that are sure stronger than him, but he sees it more as a fun thing to challenge
Mhm.
and get himself stronger.
I
now.
think it comes
it's
back.
not out of necessity to like save something.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think it comes back to like as an adult, obviously Goku had like the fate of the world on his shoulders, and like we didn't really get to see a whole lot of him kind of like enjoy just like having fun. So I think now that
Well, I mean, in Z, he still had moments, but Super was just more relaxed for him.
Super
Yeah.
Super was more of that, but Z I felt like
This man is at like the pinnacle of power. Anybody that comes to match him or stronger than him, he'll rise to that occasion.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
But now,
Yeah.
like they're on the way to save Dende, obviously. But I just think he's re-exploring everything because like his body isn't the same, so he's just having fun.
Yeah. I feel like it'll get more serious once we get to those points.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
there is a point in the trailer where him and Vegeta go Super Saiyan. So I assume at some point he's gonna have to be like, okay, I have to lock it in.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah.
but as of right now, he's just like kind of just going with the flow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
That's my interpretation of Goku or mini Goku.
yeah.
So
Yeah, good episode.
Mhm.
I liked it. We're still exploring things, which is really cool. Some more world
I
building.
want to say that it started out slow, but I'm not going to because I don't actually think that. I just think it has a good cadence.
Mhm. I agree.
Like there's never been no part where I'm like, this is boring because we haven't had an actual Dragon Ball show in forever.
yeah.
And it's just and it hasn't been slow. It's just been a good pace, and it's really been exploring a lot of lore with Z
Yeah.
and tying in some old things. And so far, I enjoyed a lot.
Mhm.
I don't know the consensus of everyone else. I don't care.
Yeah. I'm giving it like an 8.5 out of 10.
So far, just
Yeah, it's solid.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
solid
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Yeah.
So far, solid 8.5. I'll meet
Yeah.
you there. Nothing has happened that has made me go, oh, but nothing has made me happen where I'm like, what time is it? Right?
Yeah.
I've been invested.
Yeah.
So
Dandadan.
Dan.
Dandadan. This episode was about relationship building today.
Going back to the music, this episode.
Had good music.
Oh my god.
Had good music.
I could listen
from well, not from the beginning, but like once they were
looking for each other.
Yeah.
The theme of this I could have on repeat.
Yeah.
Cause it was so I was like, the theme of this, you could sit on a beach and just be like, oh.
Yeah.
Cause it was so
Let's break it down for the beginning of the episode.
Yes, sir.
As we're getting ready to go to school, Ocarin is like, he's like kind of pumped because
life is back to normal.
Sort of. Sort of.
Kind of.
Like he's excited that he's got a new friend finally that he can talk to about things, and he's like,
he's normal.
Yeah, and
he thinks
he was well, sort of. I mean, he was kind of practicing how he's gonna greet her and shit.
Yeah.
And then the minute
there's obviously attraction.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll get there, right?
No, but like I just mean like he's obviously nervous to see her.
Well, I mean, I think it's more of like he sees her as a friend right now.
Mhm.
I don't think there's really any romantic thing for him quite yet.
Yeah, no, yeah,
You know?
true, yeah,
But it's just the fact that he has a friend that he can talk to,
yeah, which he's never had.
which he's never had.
So.
And the minute he sees her at the entrance of school, all that goes out the fucking window.
Because he overthinks everything.
Everything.
He's like,
Yeah.
is she look? Because she's basically leaning against the wall and she's staring in his direction. But he's like, is it me? Is it her? What should I do? I don't know what to do. Should
and
I
he's
walk?
just like
Yeah,
tries to ignore her.
yeah. And he
but
walks
she
past
runs
her and
right
he's like,
up to him. She's like, "Hey, what about the ghosts? What about the aliens? Blah blah blah." Just
Yeah.
like talking his ear off, and he's like, yeah." that's so great. That's so fun. Like, super nervous about this crap
Mhm.
just for no reason. And she's like, I'll talk to you later. See you at lunch and
Yeah.
whatever. And they kind of just go off, and she's like agonizing because she wants to keep talking to him about
Yeah, and he
aliens.
wants to talk. I like it was very cute to see them both be like they want to talk to each other, but they're almost kind of like, so the weather, like it's a
Well,
very
no, she's not. He's more awkward.
yeah. Pardon me.
Yeah,
Thank
she
you.
wants to
so,
like initiate and talk to him about the things
yeah,
that they both kind of experience.
yeah,
He's over here like, shit, I screwed up. I should have said something. I got to make it up to her.
Yeah.
And he's like drawing the shit out of the stupid
yeah.
crap.
He's
that they
like
thought-
anxiously drawing pictures, and
Yeah.
he's like, I don't know what to do, and she's just like, I just want to talk about aliens and everything. And
Yes.
it was very cute to just kind of see them both have nervous tics,
yes.
but like around each other, they just talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was
Yeah. And so throughout this episode, they try to catch each other. Like,
yeah.
they look in their goddamn classrooms. They're not there. Like, they even just try to describe to the classmates. And people are like, well, nope, nobody here like that.
Yeah.
You're too
So
quiet.
like lunch happens and there's obviously a bunch of people in the hallway. She's kind of like walking through the crowd and there's like a person here and he's walking through the crowd on this side and they pass right by
Yeah.
each other.
It's a lot of like that. Oh, we're just missing each other. Kind
Yeah.
of stuff. 'Cause
But
then-
like not looking the other way.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like they go into the classrooms like, oh, and they're literally right behind each other. They don't even turn, and they start walking apart. Like, oh, I'll go check the cafeteria. Oh, I'll go check the co-op.
Yeah.
And like he turns around at the last minute as she just turns the corner.
Yeah. And he's like, maybe I should go to the place she wouldn't be.
Yeah.
So then he goes there and she goes to the cafeteria and then she goes, maybe he's there.
And then they
and then,
just
and then he's like,
swap.
maybe, yeah. And they're constantly just, and it's
Yeah.
so, but like the entire time, the music is so melodic and
It's so-
sweet.
Yeah, I was telling you, like, it's something out of like, you know, if you watch a movie and they're like Italy, like in Sicily and
Yeah.
Italy, just like on the boats doing like
Oh,
their
for sure.
little like travel thing. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of sounded
And then
like.
at
yeah.
one point, I guess they're outside of the school, and there's like two benches on either side of the entrance. She's on one, he's on the other, and when like her head's back, his head is like forward, and they're so close.
Yeah.
but they aren't just like looking the other way, and they're like, where? She goes, where is he? And he goes, where is she? And they're like, and then they start doubting it, and they're like, Ken goes, maybe she doesn't.
Maybe she's
actually-
Maybelline.
Yeah. Maybe she doesn't want to be my friend. And they start overthinking it. But again, they're like 5 feet away from each other.
Yeah.
And it was a very cute episode.
And they do this like, you know, classic trope of like they get up, they're looking down, they're not, and then they bump into each other and like they smack teeth. I was like, ugh. Yeah.
It even like went clack.
Yeah,
And I was like,
it even
"Ugh."
made the sound. I was like, "Oh, I would have my tooth would have broken."
Yeah.
Like I felt that in my teeth. man.
I was like,
yeah, it was. Ugh.
yeah.
And they're like, "Look, dude, what are you?"
I was looking for you. You were
yeah.
looking for me. I was looking, yeah.
Yeah, and then it kind of got in a little bit, and then her friend showed up like, "You guys kissed."
Yeah.
Like,
And then she immediately gets defensive.
yeah, just like I want to kiss a friggin' loser like him. She's like, I want to kiss someone as dumb as her. Like that, they do that whole thing. They storm off, and then he's just like,
The classic, I don't like her. I don't like him. Right. And then they go,
but
fine.
he
then.
balled up. He balled up and approached her and was like, I gotta talk to you about something. And he made these hand motions down below.
Yeah, because he goes to the washroom.
Did you notice the hand motion?
I did. I was like, a wild thing to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, he goes to the washroom after they storm off, and he's like, I think that was a bit too much.
he's
And
like, I really do like
he's
talking
using
with
the
her."
washroom, and we get a shot of him staring down, and he goes,
Yeah. So he rushes off, does
yeah.
this thing.
She's in her class. All her friends are like, "Who's your boyfriend?" And she's like, "I don't have a boyfriend."
Yeah.
And then yeah, he's outside of her class, and he's in like this like ape looking pose, and he's like,
Show him the gang signs. he was
yeah,
doing.
he's like this, and he's like, "We have a problem."
We gotta talk.
Yeah, and she's like, "Go away," and then all her friends are like, "Woo, woo!"
Yeah,
and then
you see them all again. They're like,
like, "Woo!"
one's got a big shit-eating grin on her face, and like, oh, whatever. And she's like, look, I'm sorry. Like, I do want to talk to you. Blah blah blah. And she's like, I don't care. Blah blah blah. And he's like,
yeah, he full blown like he stood on business, and
Yeah.
he was like, "Look,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I
would
thought
like
we
being
were
your
friends."
friend.
Yeah,
I want to.
I was like, "Oh my god, that was so vulnerable."
yeah.
I was like,
100%.
"Holy shit!"
And then he said what he said at the end that was like super. Like, is it that embarrassing to talk to me?
Yeah, I was
And
like,
to be friendly with me.
I want to
I
hug
was
him.
like, oh, Yeah, that's heavy, man.
Yeah.
I was like, that's kind of heavy. And she was like, I don't care. And then
Even
just
some of her friends, they were like,
yo, that was cold.
that was
bitch.
cold, dog.
You-
Like, relax,
like,
brother.
God damn, like at least give him like a talk.
Hear him out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. He just kind of walks off and bumps into this girl, this new pretty girl we
This
see.
new pretty girl,
Yeah.
right? And she gives him the time.
Touches his
She
arm.
goes, "Oh my god, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry."
yeah. She's like, oh, you're so
Holy
funny.
cow,
Yep,
dude.
Yeah. She's like, you're so nice.
Yeah,
and
I'm
shit.
so sorry.
And it's
And,
like-
like he's like, "Oh, hey, thanks."
Oh, thank you.
You had to push them up. Like, "Oh, thanks, sorry."
No, he was like, oh my god, this girl talking to me. She's
Yeah.
so cool.
And then as they're having their interaction, Momo is walking and she's like, "I fucked up."
Yeah.
She's like, "That was so rude of me.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was being so rude." And she looks up and she sees this and she goes, "Hell no!" Pardon me.
She was like, I thought he had no friends.
Yeah, no, sorry. She sees it, and then the girl that was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," is walking away, and she's like, "Fucking
Was
loser."
it the pink haired girl?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Is it Akira?
I don't remember.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
but
remember right.
But, yeah.
anyway, she's after she gives him the "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," she's walking away with her friend, and we have Momo, and they're walking towards Momo, and she's like, "Fucking loser."
Mhm.
He's probably never been touched by a
Mhm.
female. He is going to have dreams, and I'm going to be all in them. And then Momo's like,
It triggered her.
"Nah, bitch.
It triggered her.
Nah,
hard.
bitch." So then we get a scene of like her hand lift, and then this giant pan. And I'm talking, this thing must have weighed at least 30 pounds,
Something like that.
right?
Yeah.
And then we get a fucking, and then this pan falls, hits this girl, folds.
Yep.
Like
She just flopped.
ragdoll effect, just folds.
Would have killed anybody else.
Literally.
Probably would have killed anybody else or made somebody a paraplegic for sure. Like,
Because it her square,
yeah.
like square down,
Uh,
crush her spine.
yeah. And then she grabs like Okran by the arm, all cutesy, like, "Oh, your glasses are so cool."
She's like, "Hey, buddy."
And, you know, any girl could see like the value in how charming you are behind those glasses and blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like the girls that
Kind of
don't
like
see that-
side eyeing her. And,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Oh my God, any girl that would never give you time is dumb."
and
sti-
deserves a bedpan
Yeah.
slapped on their head or
Yeah.
some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then, anyways, we cut to the part where they're like walking down the street. They're separated again. They start talking about how sorry they are to each other and how they really feel. And then, just as it starts to get a little awkward, Okran's like, "There's something more important. I gotta show you something. Or not show you something." He was like, "My balls are gone. I don't have balls anymore."
And then it's her, and like, I think if I'm not mistaken, it's just like a quiet scene, and then the next scene is her just laughing.
Her ass off.
Yeah.
She's on the floor, freaking dying. And then Grandma's like, "So you lost your balls? They're gone?"
What do you mean? Right?
He's
You
like-
didn't check.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, I had my shaft, and I just thought it was all there." And she's like, "Don't call it that."
He's like, you're too young to even
Yeah.
be honoring yourself of giving it to calling it a shaft. It's more like a pencil at your I was like, that is so out of pocket. That is highly unnecessary.
Relax, Seiko.
He's just a child.
Yeah.
Like, leave
He
him
doesn't need to
alone.
hear this.
You're just giving him self-esteem issues
He is
at
gonna
this point.
this is gonna haunt him
God.
forever.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so uncalled for, man. Anyways, they're like, you might have another spirit inside of you.
So then we finally get a cat doll.
She's like, get a doll. We're gonna trap the spirit in there
Yeah.
and go from there. And just as like they sit him down in this like chair and in this pan of water, and
Seiko has a giant fan of paper.
you know what? That's kind of a John Constantine thing, by the way. You know,
Explain.
there was a scene in Constantine
With-
with Keanu Reeves
Yeah,
where he needs to go see into the next realm to see where the girl's sister is at.
yeah.
So he gets the cat, he sits down, feet in a water pan, and he just starts like zoning into hell.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, great movie by the way.
Yeah. Callback.
Great-
I was like, that's a constant
Unagi.
thing. Salmon spring roll. Like,
But yeah, she's whooping this dude's ass with a
she
giant
comes
fan.
out of nowhere and just like, because I thought it was gonna be like a prayer thing.
Yeah.
And just like, or like a touching, hovering, like
Yeah.
doing some prayers.
Or like a.
This bitch comes out with a big paper fan, just
Yeah.
like slapping the.
And when we say
Outta
paper
here.
fan, you know when like you just fold paper and then it becomes a fan? It was literally a giant version of that.
It was bundled hard together
Yeah.
to slap the shit out of people.
Yeah.
That's what it was meant
But
for.
anyway, so it's like Seiko, Ken, the water, and then behind them is this table with like those like cat things on it,
Yeah.
and like and like a talisman. And she's just like pop, 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 pop. And then she goes, Momo, get ready, and goes pop. And then Momo like grabs whatever, and she goes, I had it, but it's gone. And then Seiko's like,
Yeah.
wait.
Well, it's interesting because she was like, I can grab somebody's spirit, and she was like, no. You can grab foreign spirits. You aren't able to grab any like living people's essences out of their body.
Because that means you could just be like dead.
Yeah, it'd be too much of a cheat code for her
Literally,
to
yeah.
like, go against.
So
people.
like if someone's possessed, you could grab the possessed soul,
Yeah.
but you just can't grab a soul.
Yeah.
Because that would literally be unhinged.
or you grab the foreign spirit. Is what it is.
Yeah. Because if you could just grab human souls, you could just unhinge.
Game over.
Literally.
Yeah,
Yeah. You are literally the enemy.
yeah.
But yeah, they all wait, and all of a sudden the talisman on the cat,
Burns up
it burns up, and then all of a sudden the cat starts sweating, and I was like, oh my god, it's in the cat.
and it runs.
And it runs.
And they're like, we got to get this
And
shit.
we got a very unnecessary shot of Seiko that you mentioned.
Oh yeah, when she went to go jump at the cat and slap the cat with the freaking fan, her butt just jiggles.
The fairy
Her butt just jiggles.
unhinged.
There's grandma. You see grandma butt jiggle. I don't know.
Hey, it's grandma.
You know what? That's fair.
Patrick's not wrong.
That's fair.
Anyway, we finally get to see this cat because we've seen it in the trailer 1,000 times. But this cat is sprinting around the house, and everyone's like, "Where the fuck's the cat?" And then
Momo uses her powers.
Momo goes, "Umo goge fighty out, Umo goge fighty out," and
Mimi huggy, Mimi huggy, Mimi huggy.
pulls the Mimi huggy, and then she sees it, and then she goes, "Ha! I got it!" And it's in this little fucking pantry, and they open the door, and it's like, "Haha, you can't!" And it's talking, and I'm like, "Hang on, I fucking know that voice."
It's Turbo Granny.
Fuck Turbo Granny.
Turbo Granny was still in him. They're like,
It was
I thought-
Luffy.
what?
It's the voice actor for Luffy.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, we totally forgot to mention. We are so sorry. We are bad podcasters. This episode was in English.
Yeah,
Threw us through a loop.
yeah. We did watch this episode in English.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine.
I thought it was great.
I think the dub is good.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all.
I don't know, man. People just gotta stop hating on stuff.
Yeah.
That's all. Anyways, that's
yeah.
that's
But yeah, so it starts talking, and I was like, "Holy shit, it's Turbo Granny!"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Ha! When right before you killed me, I jumped out and I basically went to like 1% and hit the boy, and I was just gonna recover. And then once I was at full, I was gonna come out and fucking kill you all.
yeah.
And now that I have control of your balls, you can't kill me. So I need
He's like, yeah. She's like, if you don't listen to what I say, I'll crush your balls.
Yeah, and
literally.
yeah.
literally.
And now she's like, go do my bidding, go kill them, go.
She's like,
stab
get a
them.
knife and kill them
Ah,
bitches.
yeah.
And, I was
And
like,
then Ken's like, and then he fucking looks up and then transforms.
yeah.
And
It
then
was pretty cool transformation.
Momo was
actually.
like, wait, what?
it feels a little Bleach inspired.
His drip looked lit.
It feels a little Bleach inspired.
Yeah,
I don't know. I got a little Bleach vibes from it.
It
With the
look-
whole like,
it
yeah.
it was the flow of his shirt that definitely looked like
Ichigo's Bankai.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But he didn't have like the giant face guard. Like he just looked like Ken.
Yes.
But just like dripped the fuck out.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he kind of had a little better attitude, but not too
He
much.
wasn't like as depressed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He
launch.
had cool guy emo vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we learned that when they were knocking Ken, they just knocked out the conscious. So the takeaway
the
that
power stayed, the spirit left.
the takeaway that I'm getting to backpack off your Bleach thing, this is like Ichigo and Kon. Sort of. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna equivalent it more to like Shaman King a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when they get their spirit and they infuse in a weapon, but instead like it's the power of the spirit that got infused
Ooh.
into the body instead. That's what
Salmon
I
spring roll.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. That'd be a better
little
way.
inspiration. Shaman King, great show, by the way. If nobody's watched it, you all should go watch.
Great
Shaman
theme
King.
song.
Yes, for the Fox Kids version.
Yes. But yeah, that was the interpretation that I did. So essentially, Turbo Granny's powers are in Ken,
Yes.
but like her conscious is in this little cat doll.
Yeah.
So Ken still has like the powers, but now he can. start to make them his own.
Yes.
That's how I'm interpreting
And
this.
then Naked Grandma realized that, and she's like, listen here, bitch. I'm the one with the part that can put it back together. So really, your balls are in my court. And I
Yeah.
was like, sick.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, Grandma's hardcore, man.
Yeah,
She's dope.
Seiko doesn't fuck around. But it's hilarious how like we get Turbo Granny, but she's literally in this doll, maybe the size of the statue, and she's like,
Yeah.
do what I say.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, you're kind of cute.
Yeah. And then Momo's just like, look, she decides to take a friendly approach. She's like, look, I understand where you're coming from and what you did with those girls. I get it.
Yeah.
I felt the same way. And she was like, so I'm willing to make you a deal.
Mm-hmm.
You give his balls back. We'll give you your power back. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
And Turbo Granny was like, goddamn, delinquent's fine. We have a deal.
Yeah.
We have a deal.
Yeah. I can definitely see Turbo Granny being like an asset on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is gonna be so funny.
Which I think she will be based off like the intros and stuff. Like I think she sticks around for a while.
Yeah. Or hell, maybe she might even help Ken like control his powers.
Maybe.
Right?
Maybe. And then she's like, okay, so give him his balls back. She's like, I don't have them.
No.
They were like, what did you say? She's like, I don't have them. Like, we had a deal, goddammit. She's like, yeah, somewhere along the line I dropped them. I was like, what do you mean? How do you make empty threats without the actual things in your hand? That doesn't make sense, man.
No one called her bluff.
No.
She won.
Yeah, essentially, yes.
She had the best poker
She's
face.
like, yeah, I don't know. I dropped them somewhere. And so I'm like, this is Dragon Ball. They're on an adventure to go find some balls. Literally.
2 1-star Dragon Balls.
You got Goku, who's got crazy powers, and a girl who's got the technology to find souls, which is basically Dragon Balls. She's gonna find his balls.
Oh my god, it's Goku Boma.
And they got an old lady who's like kind of like Master Roshi.
Wow.
Everything relates back to Dragon Ball, dude.
Everything's-
I'll make all the
Salmon
connections.
spring roll. But to tie it all together, I think this episode is like the start of kind of the next big thing,
Mhm.
because even like the post credit scene is just kind of showing off a few things. It looked like a new alien is invading the school.
I think it's a ghost.
Thank you.
I think
no,
it's a
no, no,
ghost.
you are correct. It looked more of like an entity,
Mhm.
but because there is a shot of the new girl looking out into the field, and like for a split second, like an entity just pops up.
And then disappears.
Well,
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Huh?
It had like a giant hat, almost samurai.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It was like
So it's her arc next. I thought it was gonna be
yeah. So like it was a giant lady
Wait, what do you
wearing
mean
like
her
a,
arc?
her arc.
Whose arc?
the pink hair.
Yeah.
She has an arc?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's one of the main characters. She's in the opening scene.
Okay, I never really noticed that.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's her. It's
I mean, I skipped the intro for this. I don't really
Okay.
care for the intro.
yeah. It's these two, the pink hair girl, and then there's one more person.
There's
Oh.
one more guy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I guess they're only doing the first 4 characters.
Pay attention.
No.
I think there's like 7. So.
There's 7
There's
characters.
7 characters? I didn't know that.
God damn, Power Rangers.
Holy shit!
They are pretty much the Power Rangers.
Do they get a Megazord?
I don't know.
Spirits combine.
Out of 10, so what we've
Turbo-
given this.
I don't know.
Out of
8 Ocaron balls out of 10.
I was gonna say 8 salmon spring rolls out of 10.
That's what I give it.
8?
Yeah, it's like a good 8.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I give it a 10 out of 10 Seiko.
Why? Oh, never mind.
10 Seiko butts out of
Yeah,
10.
you said. I get it. Oh my god.
I just I'll meet you there 8, and I think overall my favorite thing about this episode is the fact that Turbo Granny is just in this cat, but she's still like, knew what I say.
Yeah. Yeah.
She literally just this big, and she's like,
Yeah. I'm curious. She's like the Puar or the clone of this.
yeah, yeah.
series.
So it's
Yeah.
like it's super hilarious. But yeah,
Yeah.
so far it's getting good. I'm excited to see the next arc, see where it kind of takes off. I'm excited to see Ken develop
his powers.
now,
Yeah.
because like again, like he just transformed, and even Momo's like, wait, what the fuck? You can transform again? And he was like, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
And his weird like voice he does, but it'll be cool to see if he can just be like, and turn it on and off.
I'm sure eventually we'll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
I'm sure we'll see that. It just won't be a struggle every
Yeah,
time.
and to boot, Momo, it looks like she's getting more control of her powers too.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to kind of see the whole evolution of everyone in the show.
Mm-hmm. Same. Bleach.
Fucking Bleach.
Bleach popped. Bleach always pops. I don't know why I say it pops. It always pops. So I'm never gonna say that again. But maybe I will. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Bleach.
Bleach delivered again.
Yeah. How did this one start? It was
You were
Slime. The slime.
Right.
yeah,
the blobs.
fucking
the torrent of Yawok's power.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Well, actually, if I'm not mistaken, they called it Rio's power that was trying to be absorbed
Right.
into, and it was like a culmination of both.
Right. And it was like attacking people. And
It was
shit.
like these little black leeches with
Yeah.
eyes on them that had like a numerous amount of fangs.
Yeah.
And it poured from the royal palace down through the membrane of the Soul Society through like the whole, and it was just like tidal waves.
Yeah, like Soy Fawn took flight.
Soy
pulled
Fawn
out
got
her bonkai
rolled.
right away. Yep, she got covered. They all got covered. It was everybody that they showed ended up getting covered to the point where it was starting to overwhelm them significantly. And then we get like a giant ass explosion clearing a bunch of them. And who shows up?
Fucking
My man,
Himzen.
Aizen Sosuke. That mother.
Himzen Sosuke.
And they're all like, what the hell is he doing here?
He's homie's in a chair like this, and it's a purple explosion, and he's like, "You fools think you can just fight with swords, and you aren't using your spirit pressure?" to
He's
just
like,
crush
why
them?"
waste your time slicing them one at a time when your spiritual pressure can do the job?
Bro had
You
the
know?
aura of a god.
Yeah,
Literally, dude.
100%.
Literally.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this man is him.
Himzen's
Himzen.
Himzen's aura is still, after all these years of being in Muken and even fucking tied up, is unreal.
Yeah, and who comes up behind him is Kiriko, and he's like, did you get stronger?
Yeah.
Because that's what he legit was like, you've been training in there.
Yeah. It's crazy. I also want to give a what's the term that I want to say here? I want to give a shout out to prior to Aizen, all the Soul Reapers were kind of like trying to save the day. We got my favorite line in the show. We got Byakuya to say Senbon Sakura is my. I just want to say that.
Okay.
Okay. Favorite line.
Yeah, I mean, a couple other Soul Reapers make their appearance too.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, again, like they were being overwhelmed within seconds, I say.
Yeah. Yeah, they tried to fight back.
They
but
tried.
it was just too much.
Yeah. But yeah, Himzen, he shows up and expels everything. And everyone's like, because I don't think no one really knew that
No one knew that Kiriko let him go.
Went to him.
Yes.
And everyone's like,
What
what the fuck are you here, man?
Yeah.
And then he's like, I brought him here. And they're like,
They can't be here.
Why
He's
would
like,
you do
This
this?
is embarrassing.
yeah. And there was
It's detestable.
and there was a huge ego trip. Huge ego trip.
Kiriko was just like, don't let your honor get in the way of protecting the Sarate. And
Yeah.
people are like,
Because I can't remember what he said.
he's
but-
like, there's nothing wrong with evil fighting evil, for the sake of the greater good.
because that's evil itself.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
He's like, we don't have time to be
he's like, beat me up
picking
after,
and choosing.
but right now we
Yeah.
have to fucking do
Yeah.
this. And I was like, God, you're so cool.
Yeah, and then he's like, you could just bust out of those and kill me whenever. He's like, I can't. He's like, you got whatever this is kind of. He's like, you can't break out of this. This is like,
Yeah, because Aizen's like, so you're gonna set me free, and he's like, don't be
no.
silly.
Yeah, we're not
Like,
doing
don't be
that.
stupid.
And then God himself shows up, all like blinging out. Freaking what's his name? Kurotsuji or
Kurotsuchi,
yeah, shows up and he's just like, oh, my technology is great.
RGB guy.
Yeah, man, just like glowing his freaking his
Extra.
life away.
Extra.
Always so
Yeah.
extra, man.
They literally made that chair for Aizen, and Aizen can't really because he is like, fine then, I'll fucking shoot down the royal palace.
He's like, well, yeah, and he's like, yeah, no, sorry, you can't. My
yeah, because
technology.
like he tries, and then he like his face says it all. He's like, I can't, what? And then Kurotsuchi's
yeah, it just wherever you go, it's the chair is binding his power to that.
yeah.
sort of circumference.
There's almost like a cap
yeah.
to where it can expel.
Yeah, and then like you see the rest of these things coming down, and then he's like, "I'm just gonna get rid of them all."
And he goes, "Fuck
Aizen.
it, then."
Aizen's just like, "I'm gonna get rid of them all," and then you see a crack of lightning, and Kiriko's like, everybody get inside the damn lab right now.
Yeah, so basically, Kurosuchi explains that the chair is a limiter to what you can do because you can't expel. Damn it!
Oh yeah,
You can't expel your fucking spirit pressure to shoot down the palace. And he goes, "Fine then."
I'll just clear the rest of these out.
And then Kiriko goes, "Run!"
Yeah, and this mother pulls out Huddle number 90. Like,
Huddle number 90.
Kurohitsuki. And then the black box comes out and just like rips everything asunder.
Fucking-
I was like, oh my God, this is so dope.
Yeah.
That's like, and
Even in the chair, bro, was him.
yeah. Like literally it was like, oh, we can travel because I put a distortion in the entire,
Yeah.
that one spell did it all.
was just
And they were like, it was that strong. And then he even do a freaking incantation with it.
Yeah, he didn't go, he was just like 90.
So just imagine if he did the incantation.
No, can you imagine if he wasn't in the chair?
Same difference.
Same thing.
Same difference,
Same
bro.
thing, dog.
Same thing.
It's crazy. And even, I think it was Renji. I think he even asked Aizen, he's like, how are you so strong? You've been in Muken. Like, what the fuck, man?
He definitely got stronger.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Because like, I thought, and all that we see of Aizen is like one eye and just his hands are still like this, and he's still so fucking,
Yeah. And his
Crazy.
mouth is free. So
yeah.
Aizen's him.
Fuck, Himzen.
Yeah.
Himzen.
Anytime he shows up, you know shit's gonna happen.
Himzen.
Yeah.
If I don't get like a statue or pop of just like the
Him
slick,
in the chair.
the chair or the slick hair bag, I fucking will be mad because I need one.
Yeah.
But yeah, what happened after that? Oh, that's right. I think we skipped a part. Didn't one of the Sterns like immobilize Aizen?
Yeah,
Like,
that was when he was like, well, let's see who's stronger, my power or your technology. And then he gets stunned by the stern.
yeah,
That's when that happened.
yeah,
And they're like, we're gonna kill you. We can't let you kill
we can't
Soul
let you shoot
Palace.
down the. And it was the zombie girl, the girl's mouth who could
And-
like enlarge
Yeah,
Baz,
Baz.
and then checkboard teeth.
Yeah. And then Bazby just like puts a hole in him.
And he's like, first of all, fuck that dude. Secondly, we're here to help.
Yeah, we're here to help. Yeah.
And everyone's like,
what do you
why?
want? Yeah. It's like, there's no reason. Like, the only thing we want in return is for us to kill Yawok.
yeah.
Because he abandoned us.
Baz goes, take us, let us kill him, called even.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bet, cool.
Yeah.
Easy.
Straight up.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
Yep. So they call everybody. They get ready to transport up using some weird liquid that happened when they all got like separated and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That they found the Vizards the rest of them come back.
Like, I thought about this too, but Eisen kind of said it. It's crazy that one person, Yawok, has single-handedly, united almost everyone.
Yes. Because it's a balance thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
He wants it all to be one when it should be separate.
Yeah, like it's crazy how one common enemy has united Soul Reapers, Quincy's, Stearns, Vizards, and fucking even Eisen.
Mm-hmm.
The ultimate anime villain to culminate and call
You
it
okay,
truth.
man?
I'm like,
You're,
perfect.
dying
Yeah.
over here.
And like come together and just share a common goal. I kind of took a second and just kind of thought of like the history of Bleach and just like it's crazy how everyone is now like, let's shake hands and just kill the one dude.
There's always a greater
It's
evil.
crazy. man.
Always.
It's crazy.
Always. Yeah. And then so after that, they do the whole launching thing.
Yeah.
And like taking them there.
We have
or
like a
getting there.
giant meeting and Kyaku pulls out the Samsung flip phone and he's like,
Oh, I was skipping past that part because I was like,
Okay, cool,
we're
yeah,
getting into the
fair,
gate
yeah.
stuff, like
yeah.
all those Soul Reapers and stuff gathered, so they're launching up there.
Mhm.
But then they
If I'm not mistaken, I can't remember if it explains in the manga. How do they kind of?
they built a gate.
But what was like the liquid for?
It was to power it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what it was for.
Because there was quite we skipped this, but there was quite a few things in this episode that wasn't in the manga. Like the leeches thing was definitely not in the manga.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if them standing in.
Or
the
I don't remember it being in there, but it could be. I just don't remember it being in there.
Yeah,
So-
and again, I just didn't know if them in the liquid was also in the manga, or if like that whole scene where he's calling people was in the manga.
Right.
I can't recall.
Right. Yeah. So that happens. They get launched. We cut to Ichigo waking up.
Yeah,
And-
Isha.
Yeah, and Orihime healing him.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, Ginjo and Chad were like, yeah, she's healed everybody. And Sophon's back to normal with her arms not being like,
Yorichi.
Yoriichi with her arms all like like twisted like a freaking pretzel.
like a noodle.
Yeah, man. And she was like, yeah, we got to get there.
Counterattack.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
go.
time. And
And the fucking theme song was playing. I was like, oh.
Yeah, and Ichigo was like, how do we get there without being undetected? Because we got to get up there without being detected.
And Yorichi is like facing a certain direction, and a very familiar
A gargantuan gate opens.
and a familiar gate opens, and Ichigo goes,
huh?
I know that gate. What the fuck?
And then
And a fuck, ooh.
Drip Jow shows up.
And a fucking and it opens, and there's a character, and he goes, "What's up, Ichigo?" And it's fucking
Grim Jow.
Him Jow, dog.
Grim Jow
Fucking
shows
Him
up.
Jow, dog. And I was saying to Sheldon, I'm like, out of everyone that Ichigo has fought, all the antagonists, Grimjow's aura is undeniably
different.
fucking different.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but like Ulukiora had one, Aizen, they all separately had a very ominous aura, but Grimjow's is just different.
It's okay. You know what it is?
It's different.
His is animalistic.
Thank you.
It's animalistic is what it is. And it
It's-
fits because he was a panther.
He was a panther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it fits the bill. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Aizen's got that like aura of a god, and the Luke aura was just like
A
the
demon.
devil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, yeah, no, it was a demon, legitimately.
Yeah.
Because like the other Espada was just like whatever.
Yeah.
You know? And yeah, no, but Tight Kubo is very good at doing that.
Fuck.
He knows how to differentiate his enemies.
Yeah.
It's all like this is like free Netflix advertising at this point.
Bang.
Like God.
But
damn
yeah, it was
Should've
just like
turn it off.
even when he like popped up, I'm just like, man, like just like his aura when he's on screen, I'm just like, fuck, it's so cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I think
but
I turned
idiot. But it ends with him saying, "Hey, what's up, Ichigo?" And
Yeah.
I was mad because I want to see more.
Of course.
But
But then the ending's just like my claws will like rip you asunder or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Next episode's gonna pop.
yeah, I think we're gonna see a Grimjow fight. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah,
It's gonna be sick,
little
bro.
post credit scene.
Yeah.
Basically Yawak making a new. Was he like rebuilding the royal palace? Like
No,
his
he was
like
being reborn.
Yes.
yeah,
that's
his
what
like
it was.
leeches were like rebuilding
Yeah, he
shit.
he absorbed that shit, and then he popped out with all these the leech eyes all over him,
yeah,
and just reborn into a new thing.
yeah. So
Yawak the Almighty.
I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I mean, I do know what to expect, but I don't know what to expect in the sense of like how intense these fights are going to
It's
be.
more visceral when it's live. Like you can see it animated live.
It's going to be so insane.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. So, it's just perfect scores across the board. I don't know what else to tell you.
Easy.
Like
10 Grimjaws out of 10.
10 Himsons out of 10 Himsons.
Literally, yeah,
Like,
dog.
God damn it.
Yeah. Hado number 10.
Yeah, straight up.
Hado
Man.
number 10.
Anyways, we got some other news to talk about. Nintendo Music.
Yeah. So,
Take it away, boys.
so
You got this in the bag.
Nintendo. So let's rewind a bit. First, Nintendo dropped an alarm clock, Alarmo, and everyone in
Wait, it's called Alarmo?
It's called Alarmo, and everyone in the Nintendo. Hang on, I'm gonna fact check myself. I'm pretty sure it's called Alarmo. I just want to double check my thing here. Alarmo.
You keep going. I'll find it for you, buddy. I'll find it for you.
But yeah, Nintendo dropped an alarm clock, and everyone that I've seen,
It is called Alarmo.
everyone that I've seen is like, really? You guys dropped an alarm clock? Like, really? It's obviously on, like, the Switch has been on the tail end of its life cycle for a long time.
Yep.
And everyone has been gnawing at their teeth, hoping for a direct or for fucking something for Nintendo to be like Switch 2, and nothing. It's been bare bones. And then,
Well, they announced two things,
yeah.
right? So the first, I think the first thing announced was they're remaking or porting Xenoblade Chronicles
Randomly on a Tuesday, they're like, hey, by the way,
To the Switch.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
being remastered for the Switch.
And everyone's like, okay. This is random as shit.
It's a good game.
Great game. I've heard nothing but
Yeah.
great games, yeah.
It's kind of wild.
Mm-hmm.
Open world concept.
Have you played it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy because you think in more normal RPGs,
Yeah, because I've played
when you
1 and
progress,
2. I
like-
haven't played 3 yet.
monsters and enemies and stuff become harder.
Yeah.
Right out the gate, there's like a level 50 monster just chilling. The minute you step outside,
What do? You just
run around it, come back to it later.
Oh
you
my
you
God.
can't fight it, you'll die.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I've heard that like you have a mech in this game.
You can't, yes. So you can't have
and you
mech
like fly around.
to help fight the bigger monsters because you can't do it as a
shit.
small
Okay.
person.
Okay.
Right? But
as
you-
a small person.
you also have to upgrade your mech too
Whoa.
in order for it to compete with the stronger monsters.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. If you're going to pick that up,
yeah.
because it's an exclusive.
Do I need to play
No, not at all.
1, 2,
No.
or 3?
Not at all.
No.
No.
Really?
It's completely separate.
Xenoblade?
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Oh, X. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was just cool.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, but randomly drop that on a fucking Tuesday.
yeah.
Yeah, prior to the music thing, Alarmo, which I won't get into Alarmo because it's just an alarm clock. But yeah, the other day they dropped Nintendo Music. Pretty much, I have
Spotify.
it's pretty much Spotify. You have to have a Nintendo online subscription, and you can just find. So, for example, say if you want to do Legend of Zelda or Ocarina of Time, it's just all the theme songs from the game, and you can certain songs you can like say for example Zelda's Lullaby. It's like a minute 35. You can extend it for 15, 30, or 60 minutes, so it's just like a loop. But now I guess there's the question for the community. It's like, what happens to every other sorry, you said this. What happens to like every other remix, lo-fi beat, like everything else?
Because we know Nintendo's a stickler for slapping copyright lawsuits on a lot of things.
A lot,
A
yeah.
lot of their
so it's
IP
like, and
property.
I'm not sitting here. I'm not trying to shit on Nintendo, but like it does beg the question: what happens to everything else?
I think that's going to happen.
Yeah, they're
And like you said, Nintendo is very like
Patrick's got
No.
something to say.
they're very trigger happy with copyright.
oh for sure.
Yeah.
It's something like if it's gonna lose the money, it's like.
But it's not going to lose the money. Like, people will still go back.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're really doing anything else. Well, now that they are doing some of the music, like, and it's a paid subscription, right?
Technically, yeah, because you have to have a Nintendo subscription online. So technically, yeah, kind of.
Yeah. So, okay. Oh, okay. So, like, regardless, I think we're going to see it happen. So, all those, unless they allow the remixes to happen, people allow people to remix stuff on that platform. Okay,
Yeah.
different.
Or if
Right?
like, you like remix a song and you like claim that this is not my own stuff, this is Nintendo, this is a remix.
But even then, Nintendo won't
Yeah,
let them do that.
because
They don't care.
Japan's copyright laws are very strict.
Yeah. So, but like I have the app, it's cool. I just don't know the repercussions or the fallout.
I see this as being it may end up being negative for Nintendo, especially if they start slapping people that have done remixes for like now all of those are going to end up being removed from like things like Spotify or Apple Music or whatever,
Yeah.
and people end up pirating stuff again
like it'd be
and like
it'd
getting
be-
stuff out there.
It'd be insane if like a 5-year-old remix of like a song has like 10 million views XYZ, and it's just a remix of like the Zelda theme song, and it gets like flagged or copyrighted. It's like, this is 5 years old, and now you want to come after it?
Yeah,
Right?
that
And again, I don't know. You can go check out the app for yourself. It's cool, but again,
I'm not. I'm good.
It's the repercussions that I'm like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I think we know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We've said it here before, and it's just one of those dumb things that I don't see. Like, the app will probably be alive for like maybe 5-10 years, but I don't see it like thriving.
Yeah.
I don't see it
I
thriving.
don't know what Nintendo's doing.
But I mean, if it's part of the Nintendo subscription, then maybe they don't care and they'll just keep doing stuff with it, or they won't really touch it.
from a business point, I can see people being like, I'll get a subscription just for this. And then maybe that might divulge them to play more games. But I don't know. That might be what they thought. I don't know.
Yeah,
But I think like aside from that, I think a lot of people are like just on the fence of like, Nintendo, like, what are you doing? In the sense of like, now you have an alarm clock and now this, like,
yeah.
what do you?
For them to advertise an alarm clock is crazy. It's very weird.
yeah, and I've seen someone like break it down and use it, and it's just a very
Yeah.
interesting piece.
It's a sleep tracker.
It's a sleep tracker, and you can't use it in a.
You have to be single.
You have to be single.
Yeah, you have to be single and no pets. Yep. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Because it keeps tracks of their, like, if
I get it, but then why make it if that's the
Yeah.
case?
Because I think it's
Or
part.
are they saying most Nintendo users are just single people that are losers and don't have pets?
I think it's more projected at like kids.
The kids
Because-
but there are kids that have pets.
Because if you're sleeping and your alarm goes off, it won't stop going off until you get out of bed. So if you move around, say if you have like a Mario theme song, if you move around, the minute you move and the alarm clock sensor sees that, it'll make the sound of coins be like ding ding ding. So the more you move, the more sounds it makes, and it won't stop going off until you get up. And when you get up, it's like congratulations, you got up and all that jazz. But if you lay in bed, it'll keep going and going and going and going until you get up. It'll be like really, so like it makes you get up. And if you get up and then get back into bed,
If anybody buys me that as a gift, I'm throwing it in the garbage. I don't want it. Don't want it.
fun fact,
Flip it and resell it.
only people right now that have a Nintendo subscription can buy it. It's not even to the public yet.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So again,
So just totally gatekeep your products from people that
again,
may want it.
I don't know what Nintendo's plan is here right now.
Not only do you need a subscription to buy it, but you need that subscription in order to buy it.
and you need to be single.
No pets. Even worse, just be isolated and alone for the rest of your life if you want this alarm clock. Good lord. Oh my god. Anyways, that's Nintendo crap. Let's get something more exciting. We had a beta drop this past week. Monster Hunter Wild.
Not just a beta, the beta.
Monster Hunter
The
Wild
beta, yeah.
beta drop this
Yes,
week.
sir.
People are excited.
Yes, sir.
were you able to try it this morning?
So I watched a YouTube video on the Steam Deck. It's either gonna play at like 10 to 15 frames or just won't work. And I don't know if it's just the beta, but I have just accepted fate. It's not the end of the world. I've seen a ton of gameplay. It looks amazing. I don't know. I can't be like it looks and feels amazing because I haven't played it.
Right.
But, I'm gonna wait until it comes out because even the beta isn't verified for Steam Deck.
Mm.
So again, it could just be a beta thing. I have heard the specs are pretty beefy.
Very, very.
Very beefy. Me and you were talking about it.
Yeah.
And you were even saying that like
Let's not get too technical for
No.
people that don't understand the computer lingo.
Yeah,
but
but like
break it down in terms that a 9-year-old can understand.
you need a very expensive computer.
At least $3,000.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, but like we were talking like you were saying how your first gen PS5 is like having trouble.
Yeah, it's struggling.
That is interesting because I haven't had any issues. And I mean, yeah, I have a Slim, but spec wise, they're kind of the same. So I don't know what that's odd that you're having issues with it. I haven't had any sort of frame rate drops or anything like that when I played.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I only just played the introduction of the story. I haven't
So-
actually gotten into the free roam of it yet.
Talk to me. How is it?
I love it.
It's I'm so hyped.
I want it
Yeah.
out now.
Yeah, like yeah, dude,
Yeah.
you have no idea.
It's-
Okay.
Like
Run me through
not
it.
since World have I been excited for another video game,
That's insane.
and I was hyped for World.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the minute
Run me through it.
the minute I got my hands on it, just
Yeah.
from character creation to like getting into chasing down the monsters,
Yeah.
using the weapons for it,
Yeah.
I was like,
One thing I've heard that really excites me a lot. So from anyone.
did you not want to hear what I was going to say?
No, I didn't.
So rude.
I'm sorry. Come on.
No, I did. No, it's fine.
I'm excited.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to tell you anymore. I'm gonna cry. Sorry. What I was saying is, for anyone new, I just kind of got into Monster Hunter, so I have been backpacking off him, playing World.
Even adopted the weapons I use.
It's true.
Tit for tat.
He is
He
my
went
sensei.
from charge blade to a freaking longsword to whatever else he's
He is
using.
my sensei. But to backpack off what you say, and then you can talk. I have heard that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. In World, when you leave a camp,
Thank
There's
you,
a-
Massa, for letting me talk later.
there's a cutscene, but in this game, you accept a quest and just kind of leave the
You
camp.
just go.
Yeah. So like,
They still have a home base.
okay.
There is still a home base technically, but
Yeah.
I think what'll end up happening is it'll either move around or you'll have your own mini base, kind of like in World anyway.
Okay.
That you can just kind of move around to.
Okay.
So there's the base camp, and then you can unlock more camps. There's one camp you can unlock in the demo.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how you can unlock it. The logo's there. It's just not unlockable right now.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I put my hand down now.
No,
Okay.
just
Sorry.
ask your question.
How was the transition from like home base to like getting into the open world?
It's like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's still a loading screen, but it's really fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no loading screen. Not for me.
It's like a little black and then it goes.
Yeah, and there's none. For
Or
me
maybe
at
I
all.
was just too like baked out of my mind. I don't know. I'll try to play.
You blinked. You're like, oh, there. It is.
Yeah,
There's,
I'll play it sober.
yeah, there was no there's no border. You just walk out.
Okay. How was fighting your first monster?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely rusty because I haven't been playing Monster Hunter at all for a long time now. Yeah, my aiming definitely needs to be like I'm rusty as shit. Like it's not even a joke. My aiming was so off.
Oh, talk.
Yeah.
That's all you are right now.
It was just like, oh, I'm like, God, I can't believe I'm missing. I'm like, oh, I'm committing to attacks when I shouldn't be. I'm like, okay.
Well, it's low rank. It's fine.
Yeah, no, but I understand.
It's low rank.
It
it's
is.
fine.
No, he's not wrong, but it just not playing for that many years, you're just like, it's like dribbling a basketball again.
Do you think so? Two things. One, when you were when you got into the fight, were your like strategies coming back to you?
Not at first. I was just trying to remember the controls and the combos.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to like relive muscle memory, but I was kind of struggling. I'm not
will
gonna
this
lie.
will this maybe entice you to pick up World a bit and just
No, I'm
kinda,
just
like,
gonna keep playing beta until it's done.
No, but like once the beta's done.
No, I'm
No?
good. Yeah, I played.
The combos are completely different.
They are, yeah.
Really?
Like, this is what I was saying
No
this
way.
morning or yesterday. Is the combos are different. Like most of them are the same,
Yeah.
but there are new combos that have been added in
Yeah.
with the weapons.
So
Okay.
like if you want
Yeah.
like mid max,
I
on
watched
DPS,
just a
Hey, he was saying something. The man barely talks, and you can just cut him off.
if you mean max DPS, there's like new combos that do more damage. So like
Yo, do you need like tongues or something, dog?
I'm having a carbonated drink.
so if you stick to the old combos, you won't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, like I said, so combos are different.
Yeah.
But it feels very smooth. Combat is very fluid.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They do a good job. I don't know if you can cancel attacks yet. I haven't really figured that out. If
I
you can
really
do,
wish that was a thing in the world because the amount of time
you know what? I actually didn't mind that there was no canceling attacks. I actually like the fact that that you can't cancel attacks
Mhm.
in games like Monster Hunter because in
Ma-
real life you can't really cancel.
it makes you think of like, okay, I can't
Yeah.
just wildly like
You got to time your stuff properly and
yeah.
like know where to hit, when to hit,
Mhm.
watch their movements. It
Yeah.
makes you more tactful that way.
aware.
There's not canceling per se.
Mm.
They've started instead of let's
Chain
do
combos.
dual blades as an example.
Okay.
Remember Demon Dance?
Yes.
You know how it
Yeah.
doesn't stop? They've split it up.
Oh.
So Demon Dance 1, Demon Dance 2. So
So you can kind of connect into them if you
so
want
like
to.
if you want to dodge and then you do Demon Dance.
I
2.
did notice that
Yeah,
actually when I was
so-
using the charge blade. Like I was in the midst of an attack, and then as I was about to go do another, instead, he was the monster swiped at me, so I dodged and then changed into that next
Yeah.
combo, and I was like,
So yeah, they've
"That's different."
So
they've
wait,
started
so-
splitting
so
like
you-
animations.
You started a combo, rolled out to avoid, and then continued the combo.
and entered a second combo
Yeah.
chain.
Really?
yeah, because
Yeah.
they split up the animation.
Because in World, you just have to restart the combo.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
That is so
it's
cool.
definitely a little bit more action packed with that
Wow,
kind
I
of style.
love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I only played around with the charge blade. I think that's really all I'm going to play around with, to be honest. Maybe longsword. They do be like, you got to choose a second weapon. I know it's not. I feel like it's not necessary, but maybe it will be later down the road in the game.
Mhm.
I still don't know how I feel about it. I feel weird that you have to have a secondary weapon.
Well, we don't know if it's
Well,
gonna be a
it's
have.
I know it's optional. You don't have
Yeah.
to, but we don't know that for sure yet until the actual game comes out.
Yeah.
And maybe somewhere down the
You
road.
never know. They could be like immune to a specific weapon.
Yeah, or maybe
so-
like aerial battles, you have to have a long range weapon now because they're too high up. I don't know.
Which
We'll
is fair.
But I had a hard time choosing what secondary weapon I wanted to go with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
so-
know for sure, even though I didn't play it, I'm probably going for a main charge blade, and then my second probably just like the bow and arrow, which is
Fair.
just like just keep it super simple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
completely fair.
Mhm.
But yeah, other than that, there's actually a narrative to this Monster Hunter.
Oh.
They actually added story. Like Monster Hunter World had a bit of story.
Yeah.
You know,
Wilds technically also did. Oh, Rise also did.
I didn't play Rise,
Okay.
so okay, fair enough. I mean, they probably took that off of World, but like in the numbered ones, like 1, 2, 3, 4, it wasn't really a story. It was more like, I mean, there was and there wasn't. It was just like, this monster is attacking our village. Please stop it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you kind of get into the lore of the monster and the land a little bit. But in this one, like, they seem to be diving into the lore of Monster Hunter, and like
Really?
it's past a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, well, in Monster Hunter World, it was finding new species and the ecology is evolving. That's how you get like Xenojiva, and then the first ever red dragon. You'll find out. You'll find out. You'll find out. Because all we ever had was like elder dragons and black dragons, and now they introduced this new dragon, the red dragon.
Why are you dropping me on this?
So you can sweat later and have fun fighting that.
I've
thing.
already met the fucking ice one.
Yeah. So yeah. And now we're getting into like an extinct, what was supposed to be thought as a extinct species is actually still alive.
And this is in world.
This is in wild.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
okay.
They seem to be diving into a little bit of the lore and like they're expanding the world a little bit by introducing like new tribes of people called
Yeah.
the Keepers that's supposed to know something.
Yeah. Who's the blonde chick with like the long blonde hair? Is she the?
She's a part of the Hunter Guild. I believe she's a smith.
Yeah, she's a smith.
Yeah.
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 She is.
And already there are PC mods doing their goddamn.
Oh, mods aren't allowed in Wilds.
There's been stuff already, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but like it's bannable.
Yeah, but well, I'm saying they're already out there. I'm sure they're bannable, but they're already out there.
Because since it's crossplay now, it's
Yeah.
unfair advantage for
Yeah.
everyone.
Of
So-
course.
Yeah. No more capturing elder dragons with mods, you pieces of dirt. Like,
I never did.
uh-huh.
I saw a short clip before I came here today of someone using the longsword, and they did the helm splitter, and then the combo after that you were telling me, and I was like, oh, it's so cool. The whole like helm splitter, and then they
There's gonna be a lot of people this time around doing longsword for anime reasons, and the community is gonna be pissed
Well,
because
there's also dual blades. You could be
Levi. Yeah. So there's gonna be
Really?
those two.
Yeah, he goes.
my.
Those two. Well, that was in World 2. Like those two are definitely going to gain more popularity now because the people want to go anime, and the whole world is basically wanting to go anime. So that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
But a lot of the community is going to be pissed about that for
We're
sure.
also gonna see a lot more shield users. You know, the reason. Have you seen clashes?
No.
If you block just right in time, it showcases superhuman strength of the hunter. So it's like he's using the shield and just like pushing it back and knocking
Oh.
So like a
knock-
beam battle.
yeah, kind of like
That's
that.
lit.
Or
Well-
kind of like how Kirito fought what's his name in that arena battle with the shield. The
Oh my,
creator.
that's lit.
Yeah, like you push the monster back and you chase after it. It's
Okay, that's kind of
Fucking
cool.
That's lit. That's so cool.
all the shield users can do that.
Interesting. Oh man.
Just
So,
imagine just blocking. Oh fuck, that's
That-
so cool.
Yeah. So okay, we're gonna see some stuff. I mean, longsword users though, I know the community doesn't like them too much because of the shit that they do because it disrupts their attacks.
When I played with a homie
that's
of
your
mine,
fault. Get flinch free.
I played with a homie of mine who had a longsword,
Oh,
and we were
shit.
hunting a Banburo, and the amount of times that he would combo and I'd get like hit, and I'm like, the fuck is happening? And
Yeah.
he's like, sorry, I have a longsword. I'm like, go away, please, don't.
No,
go.
you should be running flinch free when you're playing multiplayer.
Pissed me off.
Nah, bro, just don't use those weapons. I'm just playing. Yeah. But you played, Pat. You played. You were playing more of the free roam stuff now, right?
Yeah,
How's that?
it's great. Like, you never know which monsters is just gonna appear out. Of
Do they show off different monsters?
Yeah.
Oh, they do. Oh, interesting.
I think 3 or 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
The new one that there's the frog,
Mhm.
the alpaca looking one,
Okay, yeah.
The bear one.
and then the lightning dragon.
Ooh.
Right
Oh,
now.
the wyvern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen him?
I have seen him. Yeah.
Have you fought him?
No, I just said I've only done the story part. I haven't even.
Oh
got
yeah,
the
pardon
free
me.
roam.
Sorry. Yeah, no.
What the hell, man?
Yeah,
I haven't done
yeah.
anything.
Do you think you'll hop on later?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I
Probably.
think there's like you can be HR 4, hunter rank 4. or
So
just
I just
optional.
want to confirm, like you can. So they're saying you can have your save progress carry over. That's what they're saying.
It's just
It's-
character.
It's just character.
Oh, it's just character design.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the bonus stuff you get for playing the beta.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so a Hunter Rank 4 won't carry over. Like anything you gather in terms
No,
of
that-
items. won't?
there's no actual story to.
Right, right.
So you'll probably have to restart, but your
That's
character
fine.
will
I
look
think
the same.
that'll
It's not that.
that'll allow
far.
me to practice with like the weapon at least and get better.
Yeah,
with
like
it.
at least
So,
you'll have time to practice when the game
right
comes
off the
out.
rip, I can just start
Bam.
smacking the shit out of monsters.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. To climb the ranks.
Got to get back to training mode in the hyperbolic time chamber, bro. Like,
Gravity up to 200.
yeah,
That's
500,
100 push-ups.
1,000.
Yeah, literally.
Not gonna be like Yamcha struggling, dude. Doing Vegeta 3-finger push-ups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like goddamn.
Kakarot.
Yeah. But yeah, no. I'll. God, I feel like I'm gonna take time off work or something. to
I'm
play this
definitely
game.
taking that day off. I'm definitely taking that
Like
day
just
off.
to play this game.
Oh,
son.
for sure. I'm not a dad that day. I'm not a partner. I'm a gamer that day, dog.
Mhm.
And I am gonna have my Steam Deck plugged into the
And
wall.
I have like cans of Monster,
Oh,
Mountain Dew,
homie, it's
Doritos.
gonna-
Order some damn pizza.
I might come here.
Just
I might come here. I'm not shitting you. I'll bring my whole
Bring
office
it, man.
here.
We'll do it.
I'll bring my Steam Deck here and we'll
land party.
we'll ball up, dog. I
Damn,
will
dude.
fucking bring my pajamas here. I'll stay the night. I don't give a fuck.
Yo, I'm probably not gonna sleep for like 2-3 days. I was like, I ain't even shitting you, bro. Till delirium sets in, I ain't going to sleep.
I will no bullshit bring my pajamas here and I'm not coming home tonight.
God damn.
Yeah, for sure. That day, but
Phone on airplane
do
mode.
not
I don't want no disturbance.
If it has something to do with my son, cool. Don't bug me.
Yeah, I don't care. Just don't talk.
But
to
yeah,
me.
no, for sure. Like all jokes aside, I'm definitely taking that day off and just indulging.
Yeah.
Indulging.
Yeah.
Because now I bought a dock for my Steam Deck where if I dock it and then I plug it in, I can play it on my computer monitor.
Yeah.
So like I'm going in.
I just feel like Monster Hunter is a game that Capcom knows they can't fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a game that really hasn't fucked up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
every iteration has just kept getting better. Yeah, they've removed some things and they added some new things,
Yeah.
but the game itself never really fails to deliver.
No.
Never. I've never had that experience with Monster Hunter at all.
Yeah.
You know, and the development team behind it, there's like 2 development teams that do Monster Hunter, I think.
Not sure.
I'll look that up just to confirm, but
Yeah.
like they crank out their shit every single time really damn well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like from Worlds to Rise, and now Wilds is taking inspiration from both those things. Like with what they did with Rise, I thought was cool. I just can't go to those style of graphics.
I'm pretty sure it was more of an experimental.
Yeah, definitely. I kind of wish they brought the dogs into this. That would have been cool, but
We got the birds.
The secrets or the secrets?
they call it secrets. Yeah.
Secrets? Okay.
Yeah.
How are they?
They're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like
Well,
a horse.
They'll be a lot more better in the free roam
Yeah.
because of the.
They're like chocobos,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but essentially.
Yeah.
The auto move is you won't ever get lost.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Did you ever encounter in your play like a sandstorm?
Yeah.
How is it?
It just blocks your view. Like you never know. Besides the monster that's in your face,
Yeah.
you don't know what else is around you.
That is so scary.
It's,
How, like, is it to the point where like if you kind of dodge roll backwards and you lose sight of the monster, do you know like what like kind of
You'll still see it because.
It's
Well,
always
I actually don't know because I had it paintballed.
oh
So
yeah.
like it just shows up on your UI easily.
But if it's not paintball, like
I'm not sure.
that'd be so scary to
I
just be like,
always
where is
paint.
it?
Whenever they have the paintball in Monster
You
Hunter,
just use it.
I always just paintball.
Just tag
Is
it.
it in World?
It is.
I've never used one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was in World. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I'm pretty sure it is in World.
It was
Okay.
in the old Monster Hunter games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can just,
Especially in the open world ones because the maps were so
actually,
huge.
maybe not because they do kind of just ping on
Yeah.
the map. Now that I think
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Because
'Cause
like
in-
your scout flies like take you to them.
it. Right.
So I
Maybe I'll have to.
I know they're in stories. Because like
no one counts stories.
I know, but I'm just
Sorry.
saying.
Stories.
Um,
Stories is meant to get the younger generation into Monster Hunter.
That's me. But yeah, I
Grow
like,
up. No, just play.
yeah, I don't like. I maybe don't know. I could be ignorant in the sense of if the paintball is in world. There's still a lot of world I don't know. So if there is a paintball, but again, like you said, like they pop up and the scale flies, so I don't know exactly if they are.
Yeah.
Right.
The lightning storms are the worst.
Yeah.
Oh,
They'll
yeah?
just like come down on you.
That seems to make sense.
Yeah.
That seems to make sense. Yeah. Yeah. I can't. Monster Hunter's
Mhm.
just.
Yeah,
It's
you
too
need to
good.
play more.
Huh?
You need to play more. The free roam is crazy.
I will. I probably will like today or tomorrow. Just get more into it and like play
Because
around
the-
with the charge blade more.
The next hunt is the alpaca one or yak, whatever.
Okay.
They always go around in a pack.
Okay.
So there's like 3 of them.
So they are alpacas.
Alpachas.
So yeah, you'll need a lot of dung pods
Oh, okay, gotcha.
because
That
you
makes sense.
only have to hunt the alpha, which is
Right. So if you kill like the minor ones, do more just end up coming, or is that it?
I don't know. I have not. I just
Oh,
kept
right. All right. Okay. Fair
I-
enough.
I just hunt the
free XP.
alpha, or maybe just mats, but
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, man. And it's coming out when? April, they said?
February.
February? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 4 months away, dog.
4 months, and I won't be able to
Book
take
time off
vacation.
now.
I can't book any because I'm coming back from a vacation as soon as it releases. so,
Sucks for you, man.
See, this is why you need a Steam Deck because then you can just play them.
A
On
word. Sell more stock and buy a Steam Deck. Dude.
Sure.
That's funny.
Get into it. Damn. Okay. Do we got anything else we want to talk
I'm
about?
looking for time.
Well, 1:30.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn.
Well, I mean, we let it roll for a while, so.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a pod.
Pod boys.
Well, that's it, guys.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for coming to watch our shit ass pod again, where you love it so much.
Yes, sir.
We keep
We
coming
just enjoy
back,
being here.
and we'll keep coming back to watch it as long as there's some sort of views happening.
Yes, sir,
Realistically.
man. Yeah.
So just make sure you please like, subscribe, comment,
It's
hit the
free.
notification
It's
bell,
free.
and it helps us out to grow the channel and have people.
Puts us in the algo.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
we can reach out to other people's minds and
Yeah.
titillate them with our
Yeah.
random talks of anime.
Share this to
and
anyone
stuff.
if you've played Monster Hunter. If you're excited.
Yeah, let us know what weapons you're gonna be using Monster Hunter. What are you looking forward to?
Let us know so we can make fun of you.
Yes.
Because if you're a hunting horn, then don't comment.
Damn, dude.
All right. Peace out, Sack Squad.
Later.
See you next episode.